Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Drew Cain will make a significant discovery, according to General Hospital spoilers for the next 2 weeks, May 12th to May 23rd, while Lulu Spencer will obtain proof of Giovanni Gio Palmieri. The nurses' ball will also be wild, so let's discuss all the highs and lows. Emma Scorpio Drake's infected flash drive will jeopardize her prospects of being hired as Professor Henry Hank Dalton's research assistant from May 12th to 16th. Jocelyn Jacks, on the other hand, may be on her way to becoming Professor Dalton's new favorite after passing off Emma's duplicated work as her own. Sonny Corinthos' decision to accept Jen Sidwell's offer will cause some big ripples with Jason Morgan, as well as Carly Spencer, who will likely plot with her BFF shortly. Carly will also chastise Lulu for her focus on Brooke Lynn Quartermain's adoption, as it will be clear that Lulu is poised to destroy numerous lives. While Carly tries to shut off Lulu, Drew discovers some fresh information. Drew already knows Portia Robinson played a role in his drugging, but may he learn more about Nina Reeves' involvement? Could Drew's huge revelation be about someone or something else instead? Whatever the case, Nina will ask Carly for a favor and hope she will continue to conceal her involvement in the Jacinda scam. Curtis Ashford will be suspicious of Portia's actions toward Drew, so he'll question her and then open up to Jordan Ashford. Willow will then face with an incident that leaves her devastated. Could this relate to the truth regarding Michael Corinthos and who destroyed Willow's clinic visit in Baden-Baden? Drew bribed a staffer to turn Willow away and give her the impression that Michael refused to speak with her. Jason may connect with Michael and assist put the puzzle pieces together. So we'll see if Willow has a bad realization about Drew's behavior. Back with Sonny, he will meet with Gio and act as a confidant. Joe's self-esteem suffered greatly as a result of Dante Falconeri's disparaging remarks about him, but Sonny will encourage him. Sonny will eventually contact Willow for a conversation, so he'll be active despite the fact that he needs to rest after his surgery. Although Alexis Davis will attempt to get an advantage and possibly sign a new contract with Rick Lansing, she may fail horribly. When it comes to Alexis and her tight blackmail spot, Ava Jerome would do whatever to keep control of the situation. Back with Lulu, her search for knowledge may lead her the confirmation she's been looking for. Lulu appears to be on the approach of obtaining evidence that Gio is Brooke Lynn and Dante's biological son. During the week of May 19th to 23rd, Lulu may have to decide what to do with the information. Fans of General Hospital may be treated to a big announcement for Dante and Brooke Lynn shortly, especially considering the nurses' ball begins on May 20th. The red carpet will have some stunning outfits and intriguing interviews, but there may also be some uncertainty about who is dating. We know Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis will be mistaken for a couple shortly, which might happen during the pre-nurses' ball festivities. Kai Taylor was scheduled to perform alongside Trina Robinson, but would he still be able to? Although Kai was thankfully not paralyzed as a result of his dangerous treatment, he appears to be in more pain than he admits. Kai's recuperation may be slow and leave him feeling worse than before the surgery, which could lead to regrets. As the game progresses, Trina will become increasingly concerned about Kai's health, so keep an eye out for updates on any medical news and predictions regarding his status. General Hospital spoilers predict that the next 2 weeks will be filled with conflict and curveballs. Soaps.com has the most recent General Hospital spoilers from Monday, May 12th, to Friday, May 16th. Emma receives bad news, Willow is upset, and Christina is left to deal with the aftermath. Plus, Nina makes a significant request of Carly. Learn more below. Meet the real-life mothers of the stars in our freshly enlarged family album, this Mother's Day weekend. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, May 12th. Tracy explains a task to Jason. Maxie seeks Anna's guidance. Curtis is suspicious. Emma receives horrible news. Jordan updates Laura. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, May 13th. Carly warns Lulu. Curtis confides in Jordan. Trina opens up to Portia. Sonny surprises Laura. Jocelyn makes a pledge. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, May 14th. Carly and Jason strategize. Willow is heartbroken. Laura loses her composure. Drew discovers a discovery. Alexis tries to gain the upper hand. General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, May 15th. Lucky conducts some digging. Lucas pays Elizabeth a visit. Rick gets an offer. Christina handles damage control. Gio confides in Sunny. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, May 16th. Ava counsels Portia. Nina makes a large request of Carly. Sunny seeks out Willow. Tracy reassuring Brooke Lynn. Lulu is on the hunt. Have you checked into General Hospital today, Friday, May 9th, 2025? If not, enjoy the recap below. Instead of simply considering adoption, Brooke Lynn, Quartermaine and Harrison Chase have decided to take action. Have you checked into General Hospital today, Friday, May 9th, 2025? If not, enjoy the recap below. Instead of simply considering adoption, Brooke Lynn, Quartermaine and Harrison Chase have decided to take action. They booked a meeting with Alexis Davis to discuss some of their choices. Brooke Lynn was relieved when Alexis explained that putting up a child for adoption in the past does not preclude you from adopting later in life. Alexis also wants children to understand that adopting a kid might be a lengthy process. Everyone apologized at Lulu's house. Lulu Spencer has put Rocco Falconeri to work cleaning the enormous old house she recently purchased. She was just on the phone looking for information on L&B records from the 1990s when Danny Morgan arrives to see Rocco, but first he must deal with Lulu. He tells her everything that transpired at the PCU party and apologizes for bringing Rocco along. She ultimately summons Rocco downstairs and assigns them both to work. She informs them that she has a meeting and gives them a chore list before departing. Danny then apologizes to Rocco, but Rocco holds himself accountable for his own actions. Dante Falconeri questions Jason Morgan about his parenting. He believes Jason isn't around enough, which is why Danny and Rocco attended the college party. Dante tells Jason directly that he doesn't think much of him as a father and then goes. Lois Cerullo overhears some of the talk and advises Jason not to take it too seriously. Jason believes Dante is correct. He has missed a lot of Danny's life, and if he hadn't been assisting Sonny Corinthos the other night, there might not have been a crisis. Jason knows he is Danny's sole dad, and that he will need to make some changes. Dante stops over Lulu's to check on everyone, and he is much nicer to both boys. He informs Rocco and Danny that as brothers, they should look out for one another. Lois walks in raving about the house, and she and Dante immediately apologize to each other for their harsh remarks the previous night. Sasha learns about Willow's trip to Germany. Sasha Corbin is at GH for a checkup, and requests a different nurse when Willow Corinthos arrives in her room. Willow advises that they make a truce and start over because they will be family once Sasha has her baby. She begins to trash Willow and is quiet when she discovers that Willow came to Germany to meet with Michael, and was turned down. She tells Sasha that she tried to fix her family but Michael refused to see her. Sasha points out that Michael is undoubtedly enraged right now after watching Willow stand by Drew Kane. Willow becomes frustrated and decides to find Sasha a different nurse. When Sasha finally goes home to the QS, she informs Jason that Michael has refused to see Willow. Ned does not agree with Tracy's latest mission. Tracy Quartermaine has just had a meeting with Jen Sidwell, and Curtis Ashford is intrigued, so he approaches her. Curtis takes a seat and understands Tracy's desire to take down Sonny. But why also Laura Collins? Tracy is not specifically targeting the mayor, but she believes her family has suffered enough as a result of Sonny's actions. Ned Quartermaine appears and expresses his disagreement with Tracy's actions. Curtis suggests that everyone knows Sonny. However, Sidwell is rumored to be involved in far worse crimes, making him even more dangerous. Ned ultimately meets Lulu at another table. He promises her that her mother, Laura, will have his vote. Lulu then shifts the subject to Ned's music career from years ago. She starts looking for a time frame for BLQ's kid, and Ned admits she missed part of her senior year to travel with Lois. Drew attempts to use Trina to manipulate Portia. Drew stops by GH to wreak his daily havoc on Portia Robinson's life. He now wants Portia to convince Curtis to turn against Laura. He wants her to persuade her husband to use Aurora to blow up Sonny's life and Laura's mayoral position. Portia pushes back since she can't convince Curtis to do it. Drew plays on her emotions, claiming that if not for Sonny, Cyrus Renault would not have arrived to town and scarred her kid. Meanwhile, Curtis runs into Willow in the corridor, who thanks him for being fair to Drew in his coverage. He claims that Aurora is not a tabloid, therefore they remain unbiased, Although ketamine is a popular party drug that many people abuse, Willow maintains that Drew was drugged. Curtis then visits Portia and informs her about his conversation with Willow. He also says he's planning an exposé on the hazards of ketamine in the near future. Sidwell makes Sonny an offer. Sidwell and Jordan Ashford pay Sonny a visit and pitch him a tempting offer. Sidwell proposes to purchase the piers that Sonny owns. If he does, Laura is likely to remove the referendum from the ballot because it is no longer needed. Sonny becomes wealthier, his relationship with Laura is severed, and Sidwell achieves his goals. After they leave, Jason comes and Sonny informs him about the offer, stating that he is considering it. Bradford Anderson from General Hospital enjoys playing golf, and now you can join him for an exciting occasion. It's an upcoming auction featuring another well-known TV personality. Read on for more information. The event is set for June. On May 8th, Bradford and at Golf Not Golf released an auction advertisement on Instagram. It exposed a golf ball on the putting green. The text overlay then mentioned a round of golf and lunch. Kevin Rahm, known for Desperate Housewives and Lethal Weapon, is the other celebrity who will attend. It is being held for the pro-youth charity at the Del Paso Country Club in California. The caption read, "Want to spend the day with Kevin and Bradford on a beautiful golf course? Bid today and support an amazing organization that helps children in Northern California." More details. There wasn't much response in the comments, although one ABC fan wished them a successful day. They also commented that they lived too far away to attend. However, if you win the meet and greet event, you can play golf on any date between June 1st, 2025 and May 31st, 2026. Already, the auction has begun. On the charity event website, one individual has already bid, with the next bid set at $2.050. Many GH fans may not be able to afford it, but there is certainly some curiosity. The projected cost is $10,000. Certainly, it appears like those who win the opportunity to spend the day with Bradford Anderson and Kevin Rahm will get their money's worth. The following 2 weeks on General Hospital promise explosive drama, surprising revelations, and high-stakes confrontations that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. With Drew Kane making a significant discovery, Lulu Spencer finally obtaining evidence concerning Gio, and the nurse's ball devolving into pandemonium, Port Charles is headed for a roller coaster of emotions. Drew's big discovery. Drew Kane has been on a never-ending hunt for answers, and his patience is about to pay off big time. According to recent leaks, Drew discovers a game-changing piece of information that has the potential to change the destiny of countless lives in Port Charles. Whether it's about his history, his continuing legal fights, or a dark secret about another person, this discovery will send shockwaves through town. Given their tangled background, some believe Drew's results are related to Nina Reeves. If he discovers additional proof linking her to previous scams, it might renew their enmity and bring Carly Corinthos back into the picture. Others assume Drew's revelation involves Jason Morgan. Could he finally learn the truth about Jason's whereabouts or his involvement in recent events? No matter what he discovers, one thing is certain. Drew will not keep this information to himself, and the consequences will be explosive. Meanwhile, tensions between Drew and Curtis Ashford are simmering. Curtis is highly immersed in his own research, so their paths may cross in unforeseen ways. If Drew's revelation has an impact on Curtis' case, the two men may form an uneasy alliance, or face off bitterly. Lulu's Gio proof. Lulu Spencer has worked hard to piece together the truth about Gio, and her efforts are about to pay off. After weeks of questions and suspicions, she eventually finds actual evidence that proves her instincts were correct all along. Whether Gio is hiding a dark secret, is part of a broader conspiracy, or is involved in something that directly impacts her family, Lulu will not back down once she gets the facts. This discovery could have serious consequences for multiple characters, particularly if Joe's secret is linked to the broader mysteries unfolding in Port Charles. Some fans believe Gio is tied to a former rival, or possibly a long-lost relative, adding to the drama of Lulu's journey. With her mother, Laura Collins, always willing to aid her, Lulu may turn to her family for assistance in dealing with anything she discovers. Furthermore, this finding may pull Lulu closer to Dante Falconeri, particularly if Joe's actions endanger their family. Dante has been a constant presence in Lulu's life, and if danger threatens, he will not hesitate to intervene. However, if Joe's secret is more personal than expected, it may cause new rifts between Lulu and those closest to her. Nurses' Ball goes wild. The Nurses' Ball is one of General Hospital's most anticipated events, and this year's festivities are shaping up to be the wildest ever. The event promises to be anything but predictable, with provocative performances and unexpected confrontations. According to General Hospital teasers, Willow Corinthos will experience a heartbreaking blow, and she may learn that Drew Kane has barred her visit to Michael Corinthos in Germany. Sasha Gilmore Corbin was caught aback by Willow's announcement about Michael on the May 9th episode of General Hospital. Willow informed Sasha that Michael declined to see her after she flew all the way to Baden-Baden, so Sasha promptly updated Jason Morgan. Jason got wide-eyed at that revelation, so he's probably already hard to believe it. Jason knows Michael better than anybody else, therefore he understands that does not sound like anything Michael would do. After all, it was Jason's idea to send Willow to the clinic so she could speak with Michael in person. Jason would not have suggested it if he had expected Michael to reject the visit outright. Of course, Jason is aware that Michael is hiding a secret betrayal because he cheated on Sasha and got her pregnant. Given the circumstances, Michael's arrogance would be absurd. That's why you can trust Jason will look into it and figure out what happened. Jason may detect a rat if Michael confesses that he had no idea Willow was in the building. It may not take long for Jason to track down the clinic employee Drew bribed, especially if Michael provides some information. This might grow into a collaborative effort to uncover the truth. If Jason offers additional money, he might persuade the guilty clinic staffer to reveal that Congressman Kane paid her to pretend Michael didn't want anything to do with Willow. Whatever the case, Drew won't be able to hide his actions for much longer. The truth will be revealed, and Willow will receive a crushing blow. Will Jason reveal that Drew sabotaged Willow's visit to Michael during the week of May 12th to 16th? Given the heartbreak she faces, Willow is unlikely to believe that at first, but Jason may be able to persuade the employee to corroborate Drew's responsibility. Michael might also share a phone call with Willow, promising that he would never have shut her out like that, especially since she wanted to meet about the kids. Regardless, Willow's heart will be crushed on May 14th, and Drew is the most plausible person to do so. Drew's mistake may come back to harm him, making Willow realize that the detractors were correct. According to General Hospital spoilers, Willow will have a lot to process, so keep an eye out for her predictions about her future and where things will go from here. As Kirsten Storms approaches her 20th anniversary as General Hospital's often romantically entangled Maxie Jones, she recently revealed details about her character's complex love life. Maxie has lots of relationships. Storms recently spoke with Swoon about Maxie's love relationships throughout the last 2 decades, and some of them were unusual. However, they influenced her character's storyline in the fictional town of Port Charles. Storms recalled Maxie's friendship with the elder character Lucky Spencer, played by actor Greg Vaughn. Despite thinking that Vaughn was attractive, Kirsten stated that the romance between their characters felt a little strange to her. The feeling arose from their previous off-screen bond, which dates back to Storm's adolescence. Naturally, she felt he was a little elderly for her. Maxie's desperate and often unethical methods to earn Lucky's devotion dominated the tale. Remember, it involved a manufactured pregnancy. In addition, she attempted to disrupt his marriage to Elizabeth Weber. Crazy and weird. Kirsten Storms described this period as crazy because her character made so many questionable choices. Aside from Lucky's shady pursuit, Maxie's romantic voyage brought her a broad range of companions, many of whom, she sarcastically pointed out, met quite terrible and occasionally fatal ends. That caused her to make a joke about her persona having a Black Widowish quality. According to Entertainment Weekly, she has had multiple previous relationships. They featured Jesse Beaudry, Cooper Barrett, Damian Spinelli, and others. The collaboration with Franco. There was also Johnny Zacra, and a brief encounter with Franco. Kirsten Storms spoke on her collaboration with James Franco, recalling her early feelings of excitement and nervousness. She thought Franco to be an interesting and genuinely unique person, and she particularly liked his grounded approach. Notably, daytime TV scenes move swiftly, and the filming process is fast and intensive. To her surprise, Franco appeared eager to learn and exceedingly humble. Kirsten also felt that he was honest about the problems, which made the time a great experience. In other news, Kirsten Storm's social media presence has recently piqued admirers' interest, causing a brief period of fear. After a day of filming on the set, she commented, "That's a wrap on my time in Port Charles for today," in September. The way she wrote it had her fans worried that the GH star was announcing her exit from the soapie. However, the ABC personality swiftly transitioned to a more cheerful topic: managing her daughter's 5th-grade math homework. Followers recently praised on Kirsten Storms when she published a beautiful photo in April, with followers admiring her amazing and gorgeous look. Fans were pleased for her after she took a temporary hiatus in December. It alarmed supporters because she had previously suffered from health problems. The world of General Hospital is never short of drama, and the most recent spoilers indicate that Willow Corinthos is about to confront a tragic revelation. Just when she thought she'd had enough grief, she learns that Drew Kane intentionally prevented Michael Corinthos from visiting her at the clinic. This devastating betrayal will send shockwaves across Port Charles, leaving Willow reeling as she considers the consequences of Drew's actions. Willow has already been through a lot of emotional turmoil, dealing with illness, family issues, and the strain of her difficult relationships. Her relationship with Michael has been one of her few sources of stability, so Drew's involvement is all the more distressing. The thought that someone she trusted, someone who was supposed to be on her side, would go against her will to keep Michael away is a terrible blow. Drew's motivations for obstructing Michael's visit are unknown, although fans can surmise that it is related to the continuing power struggles within the Quartermaine family. With emotions mounting over ELQ, Wiley's custody, and Nina Reeves' secrets, Drew may have thought he was acting in Willow's best interests, or even his own. Whatever his rationale, the consequences of this lie will be severe. Willow does not take treachery lightly, and this could mean the end of her confidence in Drew. Meanwhile, Michael will be outraged once he discovers the truth. He has pushed valiantly to be there for Willow, and the idea that Drew will stand in his way will spark a heated argument. Michael is not one to back down, especially when it comes to protecting his family, and this could lead to an explosive confrontation between him and Drew. Willow may be compelled to reconsider her relationships in light of this knowledge. She has always tried to see the good in others, but Drew's actions may cause her to harden her heart. Will she cut him out of her life entirely? Or will she give him the opportunity to explain, only to regret it later? The consequences of this betrayal will go beyond Willow and Michael. Carly, Willow's faithful ally, may stand with her against Drew, straining their already delicate relationship. Nina, who is usually lurking in the shadows, could use this moment of vulnerability to her advantage. And don't forget Sunny, who has a past with Drew. This could rekindle old tensions in unexpected ways. Fans of General Hospital know that secrets never remain hidden in Port Charles, and this one is sure to be revealed in spectacular way. Willow's emotional resilience will be tested once more, leaving fans wondering if she will be able to recover from another sorrow. As the story unfolds, one thing becomes clear. Trust is a fragile thing in Port Charles, and once destroyed it may never be fully rebuilt. Willow discovers Drew's duplicity, triggering a chain reaction of confrontations, friendships, and betrayals that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Willow has overcome numerous challenges, but this newest blow may be the one that irrevocably alters her. Will she come out stronger? Or will this betrayal crush her spirit? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Port Charles will never be the same following this shocking revelation. Expanding on the drama, the fallout from Drew's betrayal. Willow's world will crumble when she discovers the truth about Drew's activities. She has already gone through so much. Her health issues, the custody battle for Wiley, Nina's continual meddling, that learning that someone she thought was a friend purposefully kept Michael away from her is almost unbearable. Willow's initial reaction is likely to be one of disbelief. She trusted Drew, possibly even considered him a confidant. To discover that he went behind her back will be like a dagger to the heart. Her next emotion will almost certainly be rage, white-hot, burning anger. Willow may not be the kind to lash out physically, but her words will be felt deeply. She will demand answers, and if Drew attempts to excuse his conduct, she may be unwilling to listen. Michael, on the other hand, will be furious. He has spent months battling for Willow, supporting her through every adversity. Drew will become enraged at the prospect of interfering in their relationship, especially at such a vulnerable moment. Michael has never tolerated disloyalty, so this might spark a full-fledged war between him and Drew. The Quartermaine home will become a battleground as family loyalties are tested. Drew may try to explain that he had his reasons. Maybe he thought he was saving Willow from further stress, or perhaps he was influenced by someone else. However, no reason will relieve the anguish of his lies. Carly, who has always been extremely protective of her family, is likely to side with Michael and Willow. She's never truly trusted Drew, and this incident will confirm her darkest fears. Carly's involvement may exacerbate the situation, since she is not one to remain silent when her loved ones are injured. Nina, ever the opportunist, may see this as an opportunity to force a gap between Willow and the Quartermaine family. She may use Drew's betrayal to achieve her own purpose, telling Willow that she can't trust anyone, except Nina herself. Sonny, as always, will have to carefully negotiate this new minefield. His relationship with Drew has been rocky in the past, and this could be the last straw. If Sonny believes Drew has wounded Willow, someone he cares strongly about, he may take matters into his own hands. Willow will struggle to forgive Drew as the days pass. Part of her will want to shut him out of her life entirely, while another part will wonder whether there's more to the story. If Drew can show that his motives were not malicious, she may consider giving him another chance, but their trust will never be the same. Meanwhile, Michael will be grappling with his own sense of guilt. He may blame himself for not being there for Willow, even if it was not his fault. This may cause conflict in their relationship as Michael becomes overprotective, further hurting their bond. The consequences of this discovery will extend to Wiley as well. What does Drew's exclusion from Willow and Michael's lives entail for his bond with the little boy? Wiley adores Drew, and losing him would be another emotional blow to the toddler. The writers of General Hospital have laid the groundwork for an explosive, emotional narrative that will keep audiences interested. Willow's strength will be tested like never before, and the decisions she makes in the coming weeks will impact her destiny. Will she be able to move on from this betrayal, or will it shape her in unexpected ways? One thing is certain, poor Charles is in for a crazy trip. Kirsten Storms, the beloved actress most remembered for her role as Maxie Jones on the long-running soap opera General Hospital, recently discussed her experiences with on-screen romances. In an honest interview, Storms discussed the complexity of soap opera relationships, the difficulties of sustaining chemistry with co-stars, and how these plots have affected her personal and professional life. Her candor gave fans a unique look into the behind-the-scenes world of daytime television, where fake love tales frequently cross the line into reality. Storms, who has been with General Hospital since 2005, has been involved in a number of high-profile romances on the show. From her character's passionate connection with Spinelli to her tumultuous love story with Nathan West, Maxie Jones has been at the center of some of the most memorable partnerships in recent General Hospital history. However, Storms acknowledged that not all on-screen romances are as simple as they appear. She said that while some relationships felt natural, others required more effort to establish convincing chemistry. One of the most talked about portions of her interview was her explanation of the challenges of maintaining romance stories in a fast-paced soap opera setting. Unlike typical TV shows or films, soap operas film episodes quickly, allowing little time for actors to form deep ties before jumping into dramatic emotional or romantic moments. Storms explained that this can make it difficult to build genuine chemistry, especially if the actors involved have very different working methods or personalities. Despite these hurdles, she praised her co-stars' professionalism and the joint effort required to make each interaction appealing for viewers. Storms also discussed how these on-screen romances have influenced her off-screen life. She admitted that spending long hours filming personal or emotionally charged moments may foster a special affinity between actors, sometimes leading to deep friendships, or, in rare occasions, real-life love entanglements. However, she was cautious to emphasize the importance of maintaining boundaries in an industry where the borders between fiction and reality are readily blurred. She acknowledged her business maturity and experience with guiding her through these challenges, while maintaining her personal life. Storms also discussed how fans reacted to her characters' relationships. Soap opera fans are notoriously enthusiastic about their favorite relationships, frequently expressing strong beliefs about who should end up together. Storms noted that, while fan praise might be pleasant, it can also increase pressure to provide performances that meet expectations.